The form element that we will cover in this video is the drop-down menu. This form element allows user to select one option from a drop-down list. As every other form element, the drop-down menu is also created inside the opening and closing form element. And to create a drop-down menu, we first type the opening and closing select element. And let's suppose we are creating a drop-down to create our favorite color out of red, green, and blue. For this purpose, we will create 3 option elements, and inside the option elements we'll set the values of red, green, and blue. Each option element adds one more element to the drop-down list. In this case, we have 3 choices, so we'll create 3 option elements that are red, green, and blue. Save it and load into the browser, and we see that now we have 3 elements in the drop-down. But since we don't know what to do with the drop down, so let's give it an appropriate label. That is, choose your, say, favorite color. Again, save it and load. Now we have a much more better understanding as to what to do with this drop down list. But this drop down list has one kind of a drawback, so to speak. Because it has the option of red selected by default. Generally, in the drop-down menus, we see that no option is selected by default. And if we want to create a drop-down menu such that by default it's no value selected, we can achieve that by adding an empty option element in the beginning of select element. Now if we save it and load, we see that now our drop-down menu is empty by default, and we can select our choice of color by opening up the drop-down. And this wraps up our study of the forms for now. Thanks for watching.